leaving the 100 podcast, I realized I left out someone who really helped me out with this project as far as putting it together, getting the photos aligned and having his team actually make this visualizer, which is my buddy Joseph. His Instagram handle is at JBP.Film. I had to give this sincere shout out to him because I felt really bad not mentioning him in the podcast. But shout out you, Joseph. Shout out the rest of the team, Alec, Not Just Digital, Chord, Havoc. You guys killed the track. Thank you guys so much for blessing me with the verses and hook. Peyton Butler, thank you for supporting me and helping me make this happen, bro. Nikki Glasses, thank you so much for the mix. And anyone else who I'm leaving out, thank you so much. Everyone who's been supporting, much love.
Shit, hold on. Let me rip the pen real quick before the.
You can hit it on the podcast.
I'm not that type of person to like be showing that I'm like blazing.
You're recording now.
It's already bro.
Okay, that's fine.
Just hit that shit on the side.
Yeah. All right. Well, this was getting prepared over here. This is episode 39 of the 100 podcast. I brought in Ninz Beatz. A lot of people know that guy right here, and then I brought in the big bro. Eddie, fucking Nino, dog, right here. I feel like he's his manager and shit. Gotta be fucking keeping an eye on his brother. Totally bullshit, I don't even know. But yeah, bro. But I just wanted to start with, obviously, you just dropped your new single. So, kind of what made you drop that single? What was behind it?
So, like I said, going before, like what I was talking to you about earlier.
Yeah.
As a producer, a lot of people kind of like look at us more as behind the scenes, and if you're an artist, you really know the producer and the engineer. They're the ones on the computer really putting in the work and time and effort. I'm not talking smack on any artist. I love everyone who I work with. They obviously they lay down the bars, and that's what makes a song. Like the artist can make or break the song, but at the end of the day, like the one who's really putting in the hours and like the struggle is the producers and the engineers. So like me releasing this on my platforms, I kind of want to motivate other producers to start doing the same, to kind of make themselves as an artist more than a producer.
Just give them a little bit of love too.
Yeah, exactly. A big example who actually kind of led the way of that was Metro Boomin' the Go. Everyone, I feel like a lot of my friends, like our generation, knows who that is. You know Metro.
No, I don't.
Bro,
I don't,
what?
bro. I got kids and shit, bro. I got old real quick. I had kids like right out of high school. Didn't keep up with music. Like, that's nah, bro.
Crazy. That's like one of my biggest. He's like one of my biggest motivations, just because that fool blew up when he was 18 years old, and like his first project was 18 and Boomin', which was like a mixtape he dropped. With Gucci Mane, Future, he had all these big names.
And he was doing all the beats and all
this
this shit.
Blowing up, yeah.
Gotcha.
As he was, bro, obviously there has to be some backstory to how he, really got there. But, he came up with all these people that we listen to now, like I just said, Gucci, Future.
Yeah.
I know he was producing, do you know who Mike Will Made It is?
Yeah. I've heard the name,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you've heard that. He came up with them,
But speaking on his backstory, what's your backstory, bro? What got you into music? What made you, I know you were a DJ to start, but, what got you even into music, the whole scene?
Shit, well, where we're from, Coachella's, 10
right
minutes
there,
away.
Bro, yeah.
So, my first year going to Coachella, I was in 8th grade. I was a little guy. And just seeing what a DJ can do, to not have to use your voice to be an artist, I was like, yo, I want to do that shit. Why can't I do that shit? So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna start slowly. I copped this little $50 turntable deck. I think my parents got us at a Bed Bath & Beyond, and I just, I started fucking around on that. I started doing my parties, those first parties freshman year on that, and then I slowly started working up to turntables, getting my own mixer, and then eventually, once I was really getting paid off it, I invested in the Pioneer controller, and ever since that, I haven't upgraded. But like I said, as we were talking earlier, I started to make my way to be more of a producer than a DJ. I'm definitely obviously still doing the DJ stuff. Don't get me wrong there, guys. But I want to be more known as a producer than a DJ right now. And
that's your focus.
That's my focus, and that's why like I think this drop was really big and important to me, because that shows everyone, you know, okay, Ninz Beatz is producing now, because everyone used to know like, oh, DJ Ninz, like, yo, that was her DJ back in the day. It's like, no, like, I'm still a DJ, but I'm a producer as well. So I just want the people to know that.
Is that single just a beginning to an album? Do you have an album planned? You can't speak on that?
Like I said, bro, I move in silence. Like, I like to be low key. Going back to that topic, you know, like I used to want to be able to like.
I like that though. I like that.
I'm working. I'm cooking up. I'm in the lab. Like shit's dropping soon. But now it's just like I just need to. It's kind of like just one-on-one, like talking with me. All right, Eric, how are you gonna do this? How are you gonna drop this? How are you gonna promote this? And I have a team too. I do have other people who are kind of like helping me out to like make sure I'm on the right track.
I get what you're doing though. You don't need anybody's acceptance. You don't need that social media acceptance and all these people like, oh, that shit's tight, bro. Exactly. When you want to wait until that shit's mastered,
exactly,
and then drop it.
And that's what I was saying. Like it took me a while to really make a song where I'm like, okay, I think people are gonna really fuck with this, cause like I have like 1,000+ beats that I've made on this fucking laptop, but. It really just shows that, you know, if you put practice into something you love, like, you're gonna see the results. And truthfully, I feel like I saw the results of this track, and I got a lot of confidence and, you know, hope that this track is gonna be something that you know, puts an impact for Ninz Beatz in the music.
I feel like it's moving, man. I already added it on my Apple Music, and I saw right when you dropped it that first day, dude. Everybody was sharing it and fucking. I was like, what the fuck?
I was surprised moving. The day before when I said dropping my first single tomorrow or something like that, and I haven't posted in like probably 2 years prior to that, so I was like, I don't know if people are still gonna be like fucking with me. I'm probably gonna pull like 60, 80 likes on this max, and I fucking like, I'm seeing the numbers, I'm seeing all the comments, people DMing me, texting me. I'm kind of over here like, oh shit, like this is sick. Like
people are kind of hyped on it. They're waiting for it. Yeah.
And like I'm glad like I still have that support there, and it was a lot of people from here from the valley, which is mad love. Like I think that's crazy. I still have friends here who are still fucking with me. Fortunately, there's those friends who, you know, they hate on it. Like they're just like, bro, what are you doing? Like, get a real job. Like,
do you
around?
You really have homies that still hit you up like that? Like, still be like, hey, bro, what the fuck?
Well, that's the thing. They don't hit me up anymore. It's like they said it once and like they cut me off. Like, I'm not gonna chase.
They cut you off because you're doing something you want to do. You're doing your own thing, or
yeah, it's complicated, but that's
you're not following the man, bro.
That's just how I felt. Like when I saw these certain people who either like it was like the people who I saw and following me, and like this was like years ago, or not years ago. I'd say this is my freshman year in college, where I downloaded this app. This is when I started to do like a whole bunch of the observatory shows. We'll get into that later, but I got this app to like kind of make my Instagram a little more professional and like put pictures on like these slots just so you could see how your page is gonna look, but it shows, you know, who's following you, who's unfollowing you and shit. And like when I was seeing the people unfollowing me, I was just like, damn, like what the fuck? Like I thought we were boys, but, you know, hey, that's fucking life.
And that's kind of something I remember when I first started like my Instagram, like my clothing brand one and shit. I did the same shit. I downloaded an app, and I was like, damn, I've seen people. As soon as you start dropping like I'm dropping these clothes, these shirts, whatever, people start hating, dude. Hate, bro. They're like, oh, fuck this guy, and you're like, that's whoa. Life. But you'll shoot, you know, $60 to Nike for $500 for a shoes or whatever. But my homie dropping the clothing brand or my homie dropping a song, you can't fucking add it to me. That's what I'm crazy,
saying, bro. What's crazy to me is just like nowadays with social media, it's literally less than 30 seconds to go. If you're on my Instagram already, you see the post, you go on my bio, Linktree, it has Apple, Spotify, YouTube, everything. Spotify. That's all literally 30 seconds. Like you can do it in less than 30 seconds to just support a friend.
And it's free, bro.
It's free.
That's how I feel about YouTube.
It's free, like $99.
Like, come on. Exactly.
It's
Free
crazy,
99.
dog. It's
And how do you feel about that? Because I heard you speak on the envious ones. How do you feel about?
It's, I mean, yeah, it's not so much hate. Yeah, hate is a very, what's the word? A mean word. It's vile, but I think it's more so envious. Like, a lot of people grow envious in the desert because there's those people that get stuck in the desert and they see you doing what they want to do and see them, like, it's happened a lot. It's like me, and I'm not even an artist or a producer or anything, but I knew I had a bunch of haters just because I got out and I was in San Diego and I was doing whatever, having fun out there, going to school, and then into LA. And there's people that unfollow. Like, I don't have that app or anything, but I notice I haven't seen them like a photo, or I see that if I go to their page, it says, follow back because they had already unfollowed or something. It's like, whoa, I thought we grew up together. Some of these guys I played ball with growing up, and it's just, it's crazy. I really only see that with people in the desert, to be honest. I've never...
Dude, I've spoke on that, and it's weird, a few times on this podcast, because I'm from Blythe, I'm originally from Blythe,
I thought you grew up here.
Nah, I grew up, middle school I moved out here, so I grew up in Blythe, small town, and people, like, were cool, like, people, like, everybody liked each other, everybody knew each other, fucking, even cops knew the fucking homies, and everybody was cool. It was, yeah, and then I came out to the valley, bro, and I was like, damn, everybody hates on everybody, bro, and it's like,
judgmental.
It kind of, it fucked with my mind, it fucked with my mind a little bit.
That's why I had to get the fuck out of here as soon as I graduated high school. I was like, I had the opportunity,
black hole.
I said.
That's what I tell people.
It's a black hole, man.
That's what I tell people.
You gotta get out of it while you can. Don't get stuck.
I'm not even talking shit about anyone who like stays here. Like, some people don't have that opportunity, and some people have it better here. Me personally, bro, like these past couple months for quarantine, like we're still paying our rent out in LA, but I'm here more than I'm out there just because it's, first of all, like I got mom and dad cooking for me, so like that's always always a blessing. I'm saving money on food, but at the same time, like, I'm focusing more on myself, and I have a roommate who works on music too, the butler. Shout out the butler. But it's just, it's tough having like two producers. I can't even say it's necessarily tough. It's just me as a person. Like, I like working on headphones because like I don't want other people hearing what I'm making at the moment when it started from scratch, because like I feel so.
I get what you're saying, because I do drone photography, and I have like a client that I just got this big old job, like 1,000 acres. They're gonna build this big old country club, and I gotta do all this video for it. And he wants to go, like, direct me on the job, and I'm like, dude, I kind of want to just do it by myself, like, give him, like, because it's just
paying me to do this job.
This is my job.
Let me do the crap, and that's the same thing with artists, bro. Like, I have like artists like, yo, put this right there, hey, add this, like, and I'm still cooking up, and like I kind of like do that slow turnaround, and like let them know, like, yo, like, I'm still making the
I'm
beat.
not done,
it's
dog.
not even close to being done. Like, I love it though. Like, I love when artists, like, they want to get involved, and like it kind of does help the producer give it a little more guidance on how they need to make the beat, because at the end of the day, it's the artist who makes or breaks the beat. So like, if they want something, I'm gonna try to add it. But at the same time, it's let me finish the foundation of the beat first before we start adding those ideas.
Speaking on that shit, I don't know anything about being a producer, any of the behind the scenes of making a song. So how long would you say on average it would take you to make a song, bro? Like, to master that shit from beginning to end. Like, what would you get? And obviously they're all different. Like 2 minutes, 4 minutes, fucking, different beats. I get it, but
and like that's the thing. It just depends, because like, as a producer standpoint, or just as like a beat maker, I can make a beat, and it just depends. Like, it's not all the time it works out like this. There's times where I'm really feeling it. There's times I got that writer's block. There's times where I can make a beat within 30 minutes to an hour. There's sometimes it takes me to make the beat an hour to two, and that's just because I'm just like thinking about it too much. But I've noticed the beats that I really like nowadays are the ones that I'm making faster, and that's just because like I'm kind of just like adding shit in, like really just going with the flow and riding that shit. But going into like vocals, mixing, mastering, you're looking at way more than a day probably. There's times that me and my boy Cord, one of my artists, we actually we made the beat. There was one beat I could talk about. I made the beat within 30 minutes. He recorded the vocals. I want to say in 30 to 40 minutes. But then the mixing part, I'm still learning a lot about mixing vocals. That's a whole other lane, bro. I got my boy Nicky Glasses. That fool actually is, dude, he's a go. Like, he's actually mixed for some big time names. I'm not gonna talk about his business because that's not me. You know, that's his business. But I always trust him. I always trust to put my work in his hands. You know, like, he's one person I could really trust to, like, make sure I get that crisp mix. He mixed flowers, and I feel like that's a big reason on why it has that movement, why it has that 808 slapping, that kick bumping hard. The mix goes a long way.
Yeah. I feel you. I had a fucking question, and then right now it just...
Brain fart.
Yeah, brain fart. Too much weed, man.
Probably about the durations of what it took him to produce.
Yeah. It was something about the music. It was about the song and... fuck, man. I had it all in my head and whatever. But okay, going into the art of the who did the art?
Okay, so that video, you were talking about the video?
The video and even the cover.
Okay.
Even the video because it was all cartoon and shit, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm going to start with my boy Alec, S95 Studios. That's his brand, that's his company, my boy Alex Ninz Beatz. I met him when I was going to school out in San Diego, but both of us, we didn't move out there together, but we both live out in LA. He's the one who made the cover art. And then he introduced me to this kid, Not Just Digital, on Instagram. He's from New York, and I was on his page and I saw that he did this thing, like, a lot of his shit's fashion. He did this thing for Louis Vuitton Men 2020, and it was literally that same template.
Legit.
It was that same template, and I was looking at it like, yo, I got an idea for this. Like, I know how to flip this, like, put ourselves in here, and, like, this shit's gonna look really dope.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hit him up. You know, we FaceTime the day after and shit. Cause, like, I like to communicate with people I'm working with. It's like, you know, I like knowing my team. You know, like,
exactly.
I like knowing who I'm working with. I'm not just trying to give money to a stranger. So yeah, the first day we talked, bro, the kid was cool as shit. He was super professional, and you know, like, I'm definitely gonna be working again with him in the future for the next drop on some art.
I remember my question now.
Okay.
When it comes to producing and mixing and all that, was there anybody that you looked to that taught you anything, or was it just you just going into the music over and over and over and over again?
For the most part, 100%. It's just it's a trial and error thing. Like, it's all like trial and error. You literally got to sit down, glue yourself to the computer, and, like, that's how you learn. YouTube obviously as well, big way. The fucking University of YouTube and Google have paved the way for so many artists, like, in this generation. It's crazy. But if I did have to say anyone, it would have to be people who I've actually worked with, which is one, the butler, who's my roommate. Mm-hmm. Jake Rappy. You know Jake Rappy? Yeah.
I've seen some of his Instagram. I haven't seen anything in a while.
He's another homie who remains low key.
Stuff. I like that.
That's how we roll. And then the engineer I was telling you about, Nicky Glasses.
Is Jake Rappy a producer as well?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right. So, going on to you, bro. What do you got going, bro? And I know, actually, I want to talk to you guys about some of your day-to-day shit, because I know you guys are working at some of those movie studios and stuff. So how is that?
Shit. Well, I mean...
not right now, maybe.
I'll let Eddie get into that.
I mean, well, it's something that we're both involved in. Shout out Armand for getting us that job, and he really hooked it up and brought Eric in first, and then he brought me in probably August of 2019.
He hates saying that part.
I can
the little brother getting the big brother job. I'm kidding. Go.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, like I landed that job, and at first it was supposed to be a temporary type of thing. I was supposed to come in and do a little 2-week gig with them. Turns out the first day I get on the spot interview, and I nail it, and he really liked me, so they offered me the full-time position, and next thing you know, I'm there up until this whole pandemic came about. So
are you guys about to start working again? Do you guys know if it's...
We don't know. because
it's fishy.
It's weird how everything's been working with that company because, all right, one of our biggest clients was the Lakers, and as you all may know, they're gonna be starting NBA at Disney in Florida.
Yeah.
I think that's what I just heard. Like that's
what is it? The Wide World of Sports or Complex or some shit like
something
that.
like that.
Yeah.
And you know what? So all that money we were making through Staples Center, like lasers and the screen drop and a bunch of other little things, we're not getting that. And also with entertainment, we would deliver CO2 tanks to like nightclubs, and we don't have that income because that entertainment isn't there, like social gatherings. And our company was basically based off social gatherings and huge conventions.
So yeah, our shit got.
Everything stopped. Yeah.
Everything's just.
And is LA looking like it's gonna be the last spot to really open?
Most definitely, because
It's so dirty out there,
it's
bro.
the epicenter of California, and I feel like it's gonna be. We got the city of industry right there. You know, the LA water. You know, the LA air. Like it's gonna be a lot harder for LA to open up, and I think it's gonna be looking like maybe August, maybe fall of 2020. God only knows, right?
Damn, man. Did you guys go, like once you guys got that job, or even, like, once you guys got it, did you guys go through any training or anything for, like...
That's
what
something, bro. Like, there was really
no
training.
It was
Everything
all
just,
on hand.
You get thrown in, and then you still
What
get
the
chewed out by the fucking...
Yeah.
Because you don't have to know what
They
the...
expect you to know
bro.
everything, man.
Really?
In a way, like, I could see, you know, it's a great way to kind of learn stuff.
It's a
But at
trade.
the same time, it was tough because our boss... I love him to death, but sometimes him and one of our other coworkers they just love giving us shit every time we fuck up too, and it's just
because they're brainiacs and
man.
they try to think that we're also know-it-alls.
I don't even want to go on
Just
talking
like, cool.
shit.
I mean, there's no reason to speculate on that.
Yeah.
Why
Exactly.
have that negative energy when we're all trying to just be positive
yeah.
at these certain times?
And they obviously blessed us with the job, so you know.
Exactly,
Shout out
yeah.
Kevin.
Shut
TLC.
up. But, so what's your guys' future plans, bro? What do you got, Eddie? You want to speak on anything you got in the works, bro? And I know I'm gonna get back into your music a little bit right now, but
Future plans.
yeah, you got a 5-year plan, bro. You got anything you're working on?
So as of now, I'm basically just really hoping that we do get our jobs back, because I did build a trade with that, and we learned how to be creative, and we learned how to really craft things with hand and electronics and just technology. Like I learned a little bit of coding while working there.
That's interesting. Yeah.
So he did too, but I also went to New York and I did some of these conventions by myself. And
So you kind of learned all the back end of shows, you know, like kind of like how to make them
production.
exciting and entertaining. And I get you.
So what we would provide is pretty much like lasers, confetti, you know, like these sparkle fountains, which are like these, like, it's pretty much like fire, like coming up and shit. There's like a whole bunch, I don't know, the list goes on and on of like the shit we do. And the funny thing is our boss would like come up with stuff on top of his head too. Like when we're in a meeting with the client and they bring something up, he'll be like, oh yeah, we provide that when we don't. And he'll be like, all right, we need to figure out how.
yeah, it's like, all right, we
and
get
it's
back
just
to
like,
the office.
like, okay, we all got to start brainstorming. Like, okay, how the fuck are we gonna do this for this person? But dude, like that's what I'm saying. Shout out him. Like he always handled that shit. He always got the clients happy. At the end of the day, like that's what you need to get done in that entertainment.
And so you guys set everything up, and then are you guys the ones fucking doing everything?
Pretty
like
much.
So, like the lasers are like you do the lasers. You turn.
Oh yeah,
We
yeah,
learn
Like
yeah.
the fog machine, you turn the fog machines on.
Yeah, it's
Dude,
it's stuff,
that's
it's
wild.
stuff that we
Yeah,
learn
yeah.
on the spot too, bro.
Yeah.
Like, there's no training before this. Like, it's,
Oh yeah.
it's
oh, yeah.
right then and there.
That's
And, all right,
bro.
lights, camera, action. You're on the spot.
Wow.
Boom, just like that, bro. Like,
Yeah, interesting, because I used to work at Bighorn, and I would see, like, even some of their, like, welcome back party they'd have and shit, and, like, it's just so much work that goes in, dude. It's like a full day, fucking a full day of preparation, dude. Like, even some people show up the night before, some people show up that morning, and it's just like...
yeah.
So I don't know if you saw my I think I posted it on Snapchat, but we did what was it called? The Celebrity Escape Room, and it was hosted by Jack Black. Bro, it was literally, it's funny, for the time it took us to prepare this whole show, it was probably like 3 days. I know they were we went over budget, not us. It was Universal that went over budget.
24
and bro, we had to show up because what we had to do is we did this balloon pop for them, and we showed up at like, I think it was every day at
5 a.m. for
we were
3 or 4 days.
We were the first ones in the studio.
It
It was dope though, because I'm not gonna lie, we were the first ones to walk in the studio, turn on the lights, and like, it's a big ass, like, it's like the film studio, bro. It's like Universal. Like,
Dude, it's the
it's
Voice
not no
studio.
bullshit.
It's the studio that was used for The Voice, so it's...
What was the most mind-blowing or most, like... Because I feel like that's, it, like, even that, walking in the studio and you're the first ones to walk in, that's mind-blowing to me, you know? So, like, what was maybe your most exciting experience working... Or one that you can speak on, maybe, you know, obviously.
No, I could kind of go into... I don't know if you've ever seen or heard the show Lucifer.
Yeah, dude. Actually, it's a pretty entertaining show.
We provided... I can't go, like, too in detail on, like, what that episode went in for, but I could just say I'm pretty sure we provided lasers for them. And that's actually where I met Cord, which was one of the guys on the track on F.O.A.F.M. Full Moon.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, what happened there is I was over here programming one of the lasers in the main room, in the dance room, and he was a background actor, and I think he like asked me for something. I forgot what it was, but we were on a break, like everyone was chilling in their spots, so like me and him just start chopping shit up. He told me he's an artist from Memphis, like he's, you know, he just moved out here. He's like, you know, wants to live that dream of an artist. And I was like, dude, I'm a producer. Let's link up. Like let's start making shit. And like probably 20, 30 songs later, you know, like we built this relationship where that's the boy. Like I really have a lot of faith that he's gonna be one of the guys to get me to where I want to get. And it's dope because we're both starting from bottom.
Yeah, like you met him right there at the same spot,
yeah,
basically.
It's just like for me, like it was crazy because I'm a really religious man. Like I truly think like that was like God putting us there for a reason to like meet up and actually get all this stuff done. Because he's one of the only artists I know who's religious too, and like talks about God, says he prays and reads the Bible. So like that gets my respect all the way. Every time someone could say that. Shout out Corey. And Havoc. Flowers on a Full Moon.
If you haven't checked it out, check it out, dude.
YouTube,
Yeah.
SoundCloud.
On all platforms.
Fucking, what's your Instagram again?
Ninz Beatz.
Easy, bro. It's not even hard.
It's not even that hard.
Then that's everything.
First one pop up.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's on everything, bro. YouTube, all that shit. So, the music industry, is that... Do you think they'll... I feel like I have this answer to this question, but I'm just going to ask you because you are actually in the music industry. Is LA, like, is that the spot you have to go?
I don't want to say have to, because, like, you know, there's a lot of people who do it from their hometown, and they'll get called in. But just, like, off stories I've seen and, like, heard of, I've always heard it's just important to, you know, get out of your comfort zone, which obviously is here, the desert, and get into where you think is going to expand your, you know, your career, your brand. And LA is obviously one of those spots. I feel like it's, you know, LA, New York. You got to choose between one of them. LA, New York. And I want to say, like, for hip-hop, I would move to Atlanta, but LA, New York would be my only options. I don't want to leave California, so that's why I stuck with LA. They're just really big in, obviously, both the movie and music industry.
Yeah.
And I have met so many people out there. Like, it's really not no bullshit. Like, you really do meet people out there if you go out and network. That's the thing that sucks right now with all this COVID shit. Like, you can't do that anymore. So I'm kind of over here like, fuck, bro. Like, is it worth paying the rent out in LA right now? Like, am I still gonna live out there? But no, I'm definitely.
I can't even. Dude, that's just gonna go away quick. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but that pandemic wasn't really a pandemic, bro. It didn't turn out as serious as...
I'm not gonna lie, bro. At first, like...
It did seem scary.
I was hella... No, honestly, though, I can't even cap. When this shit first started, I thought this was gonna be another swine flu blowover.
Yeah.
And then, you know, shit starts getting serious and talk about lockdowns and shit. I'm like, oh, fuck, what's going on? And then, I don't know, shit just started escalating. But now, all these riots and shit going on... People actually, like, you know, I'm seeing friends go out to the beaches and go to pool parties and, like, nothing's happening. The craziest thing, and I've asked so many of my friends this, who do you know, or do you know somebody who has the coronavirus?
Zero, bro. I don't know.
That's why, like, that's always
Okay,
like
that's the question being asked.
and like I don't like.
Hey,
I'm
you
not-
know anybody? Shit, that's what nobody knows,
it's,
bro.
and that's what kind
I
of
know
like always.
someone who knows someone's mom. You know.
That's how I am
You
too.
know,
I
it's like
exactly.
something that goes.
It's not really like somebody I know. It's not my
It's not
homie.
me.
Everyone who I've
Yeah.
asked that question, they can't say they know anybody. So that it's like I don't know what's going on right now.
Does it trip you guys out? Because it trips me out. This is the craziest part for me. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but it trips me out that they were able to just shut down our country like it was no big deal. Like, nope, businesses are closed. Fuck you
Yeah,
guys.
that's
And everybody,
it.
like, we can't do
They
anything.
fucked over so
Like
many
really, we
people
had
by
no
doing
word on
that.
it. We had no word on it, literally.
That doesn't make sense to me, bro. And nobody, I feel like we don't speak on it enough. Like, and then even California, we're still locked down for what?
Yeah,
Like,
for real.
the average death of this shit is over the average death in the United States. So, if anything, we're doing everybody a favor, bro. They're all gonna die anyways, dude. It's all old people. I'm not trying to be a dick, and I'm not trying to, but I'm just saying, like, if this is the pandemic we're going through, this is probably the best pandemic we could have had. It kills only old people. It's all young people are, not all, but fucking 99.9% of young people are healthy, bro. Even if they get it, they don't even, they're asymptomatic. So, like, this is a waste for me, and it kills me, dude, just seeing, and people go crazy. Like, people are going crazy just sitting down, sitting in quarantine. Like, there's more suicides. Like, people aren't even looking at the actual shit that comes from this, the consequences, you know?
Yeah. For me though, I feel like I've been busy, bro. Like I have something to do indoors, you know. So I feel like I've caught a little bit of that craziness, and like I'll tell my mom, like, you know, like I don't know how much longer I could do this for, because like I do go out. Like, I'm not gonna act like I don't go out. Like, people see me going to the bumping ground and shit. Like, I need to work out. Like, I need to be outside. I need to be outside, bro. There's no way you're gonna keep me inside my house all day.
And that's what's good about that.
And you know, it's crazy because you know things are starting to open up, but even before that, like, you started noticing people doing that type of shit, and you know, like, it was kind of slowly getting better. All of a sudden, you know, all this other shit's going on where, like, you know, I don't even want to get into the story right now, but oh my god, I just had a brain fart. Who's it?
The beauty of a podcast, bro. The beauty of the podcast.
Yeah, man,
Whatever.
what is going on?
But how do you feel, dude? How do you feel about this? Does it trip you out that you're going through, that they were just able to shut everything down like that?
It's a trip. Honestly, it's something that we're going to be able to share this history with our grandkids and our kids and everything, you know? Like, this is huge.
Weird.
Like, it's almost as close as the Great Depression and all those crazy recessions that happened, and I don't know, like the way it hit over here, yes, it was mind-blowing, and it really had everyone shook.
Yeah.
The way it hit in LA with the stay-at-home order and everything, the way that it was impacted over there, I don't know, I feel like it was a lot scarier that way, man.
How was it over there? Was it really that, like, were they really, like, pulling people over and shit? And, like, you need to, like...
They were ticketing.
Really,
They were
dude?
ticketing.
I
Jesus.
never saw it, but like
For like a couple of weeks, they did do that. They were regulating people outside, like, well, what are you doing? Like, you know, like, you can't really be out past 10. Like,
See, that seems very close to martial type of law.
Yeah, it got
bro.
really close to martial law.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
And that's kind of how I felt like, especially New York, and that's why I feel like a lot of people were freaking out over there, you know, because that's what it had to have been like over there, you know, like just straight, like, shut down, nothing's open. And I think the unforeseen, obviously, or maybe it is foreseen because we kind of all see it happening now, like, how many businesses are going to be shut down now, dude? How many businesses aren't going to be able to even reopen, you know?
With TLC, like, I don't think we're going to reopen, and the only reason I say that is our boss never really told us. He did tell me the day before. He didn't fire us. Like, it was like a let go, and it was actually a couple of days after he let us go. He was saying, he was like, do you think you and your brother are going to be straight for 3 months? And I was just like, fuck. I don't want to give this guy an answer, yes or no. I don't want him to think it's okay, because I do still want my money. I still want to get paid.
Yeah.
But I was kind of just like, fuck, okay. But in my head, I'm over here, okay, 3 months, it's going to be back on. just recently we see that he's like deleting all the apps we used to communicate with each other on. He just canceled our company cards. We weren't even using those.
Well, they froze them. They
Yeah,
didn't
they
cancel
froze
them,
them,
you
yeah.
know.
It's not like we were using them anyways right now. That was only for
Little
company
things, you know,
expenses.
he's just subtly doing it.
But it's like he's not.
You're kind of catching on.
He's
yeah.
not.
Yeah.
The thing is, what's annoying is like
shit.
he's not
Like-
telling us anything. So it's like,
all right, bro. Like,
what's going on? Like,
are you trying to keep? It's so weird. It's weird how he's acting. And I know we built this relationship where like he's came to our family Christmas parties and Thanksgiving. Like we have built a relationship with him, but I feel like he's to this point where he doesn't even really know, you know. And I think he's scared.
Mm-hmm.
He's scared, and he's just taking these little precautions. But he doesn't want to full on tell us, you know what, like you're done, and I'm not going to have you back because I'm sure he does want us back.
He just doesn't know where he's at. Really.
No,
he doesn't know.
He's
Yeah.
got to think
kinda
about
hard
himself
to-
first, as everyone should.
Yeah.
Exactly.
On.
Exactly.
Which sucks for everybody because you guys are waiting to hear back on your job. He doesn't even know if he has a business. You know.
Shit,
and,
even
like,
going into that right now, like I've been telling some of my friends in a way, like this was kind of a blessing for me. Why I'd say that is because I had money, I had a good amount saved already.
Uh-huh.
I got a great amount from unemployment, so I'm gonna be good for like. Oh, I'm just gonna say a long time, but it's dope because now I have that time to actually focus more on the music right now.
On your passion.
On my
Make it
passion,
your
what I love
occupation.
doing, and ever since
Yeah,
I've been like
exactly.
thinking about that, like bro, I've been feeling so much better about my life. Like I'm not even gonna try to get all religious or anything, but like I've been praying a lot more now. Like I feel like I'm bettering myself a lot more being here with my family, getting to know my parents a lot more. And
Yeah.
like doing that is helping me understand myself a lot more. And every day, like I feel like I'm still like catching things like new about me, like, oh, this is okay, I can do this. Oh, okay, I can do this. So I feel like that's an important thing to do. You know, you really gotta like understand yourself. But moral of the story is, you know, I really feel like some people, you know, they're looking at this whole pandemic thing as negative, but there is positive to some people.
Yeah. It's allowed me to just keep focusing on my podcast, and I still work. So like I still get my day-to-day job, so I still get paid. I'm still working my podcast, so like it didn't really adjust too much for me. The only thing that it did that pissed me off, dude, is my gym is gone, and that is really pissing me off, bro. Like I'm a little on edge, bro. A little on edge.
I know when we just left LA, our apartments just finally opened up the pool. There's obviously all these like regulations and shit
Yeah.
follow.
You gotta
I
wear a
don't
face
think-
mask in the
I don't
pool and
think-
shit, or what?
Yeah,
dude.
bro.
Really?
It's
Six
some
feet,
weird
6
shit.
feet apart.
Get the
But then,
fuck
Oh, gosh,
I
I
really
really
wish
wish
they
I
still don't have the
could
gym.
picture
They still don't
that.
have the gym open right there though, which is whack. But you know, I do my at home.
The basketball court.
I
Yeah,
do my runs.
basketball
you know.
court.
Get
Yeah.
some conditioning in.
Yeah.
I've been playing some basketball. Is that what you guys like to do when you guys aren't like working? You guys aren't working. You guys aren't working on like your music and shit. You guys like just exercising, staying busy. Fucking
Yeah.
I got that. You got it, bro.
Before,
or else
yeah.
you just
Like-
start falling off track. I feel like.
Right before
Yeah.
this all started, like, I got into coming back from work and going straight to the basketball court. And I even got to know this kid that, his name's Jude, and he's done a lot of commercials for, like, Jordan and Adidas, and he's, like,
was wet.
11 years old. This
Yeah.
kid is the truth, I'm telling you, bro.
just a savage. Or
Yes,
Yeah,
and
dog.
he never really had his dad there to like help anything because his dad's in Houston and his mom's out here in LA, and she's taking him all to these commercial shoots, and she has him in school, but she doesn't want any part of the sports. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna help this kid out. I was helping him out. I was getting off work and hitting him up like, all right, we're gonna put in the quick 2 hours in. And then I tried helping him get into a league, and everything was going so well working out with this kid. And then this all happened, so there goes all that. Like I can't get
Damn.
into
So-
league. There's no leagues available, you know?
So there was not there. You just started playing basketball with him, and it was just you just trying to help out a kid. It was just
Yeah.
like I'm just trying to help out.
Basically,
this kid,
like I didn't even
just-
want to have to say that, but yeah.
Yeah, no, that's legit though. That's cool. That's a good thing, man.
It was cool, man, because it was a blessing for me because I was exercising, but at the same time, I'm doing something good, you know, for, you know, like not even my benefit.
Yeah,
At
you're
all.
not getting nothing out of that. You're
I
just helping him out.
That's just my heart and how I was raised, man. Like, But yeah, I wish
That's
it could've
good,
gone
man.
further.
Speaking on, so shout out to your parents. Shout out to your parents.
Yeah,
Big
shout out to parents.
Big shout out, mom and dad.
Big shout out.
You know, we have our times where we can't stand each other because we're trapped in the house, but you know we figure out how to fix things.
Man.
Hey,
quickly.
bro. Yeah.
Dude, I remember, I think it was the first couple weeks of the stay-at-home order. Me and this guy got into a little wrestling argument because, dude, it was just like, the first couple weeks, it was like, what the fuck going on, bro? Like,
Too much. Too many. Why are we together, bro? I
And it's
hate
funny
you,
because
dog.
our roommate was recording it and he said 2 weeks into quarantine we're already going crazy and like
Damn.
and there's like a day worth of food left. It was some funny ass cap.
What were you guys arguing about, bro?
I don't
I
know, bro.
can't even. It was just some brother shit.
It was
bro.
just some
Like,
brother
we
shit,
did
like,
some-
I think he came up and started punching me, and
no,
I was like,
he started punching me first.
oh yeah, I hit him.
And I was like,
gave him
bro,
a dead
'cause
leg.
he hit me kind of like, it was hard. I was like, what the fuck? So I came back at him.
Yeah.
And then he came at me, and then I picked him up.
Bro,
and I put him towards I hit him towards the window, and this fool got hella mad. He's like, "You're gonna throw me out the fucking window?" I'm over here like, what the fuck? No. So he's like out of nowhere grabs me from the back, and then we just start wrestling on the floor, and then we just got off
It was,
each other.
yeah, it just diffused itself.
I had to go in the living room, make a beat, get my fucking mind off that shit. I was cooling. Fucking hour later, like we were chilling.
You guys are cool. That's that brother shit, dog. Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah, bro. And
Fight it out
that's
real
the cool
quick,
thing,
let it
bro.
go.
I feel like not a lot of people can live with their siblings. Like I know a lot of my friends who like can't stand their siblings, which is crazy to me because like, shit, bro, family's all you really got. You know, at the end of the day, like your family is all you got and all you need. So like you got to make sure you have that relationship with your family. And I know it's tough for a lot of people who don't have that opportunity where parents are, you know, pushing their kids out, and that shit saddens me. But you know, I'm blessed to have a family that I do.
You know what trips me out is some of the brothers, and I don't even have any brothers and sisters, but I've seen it. Some of the ones that are like so focused on money, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, bro, like, oh, I let you borrow $5. Like, I need to get my like that day or whatever. You know, and it's like, bro, like, I just feel like if it's your brother or your sister or whatever, like, you shouldn't expect to get the $5 back, or like, hey, bro, I helped you pay this. Like, it's not like always like I don't always need to get it back. You know what I'm saying?
We're
Like,
always like when it comes to like when we're out in LA and it comes to like food and shit. It's like, all right, I'm ordering this time, you're ordering this time. You know, like, we're always giving each other money like back and forth. Like it's
and that's what I'm saying.
It's
It should
never on
just
some shit like that.
It's like that. There's never calling each other out.
I can't even.
Yo,
cap.
I got this. What the fuck? I got this.
Like
No,
there has been probably like a few times like we've done some shit like that, but bro, we're so good on like just being like, all right, just get me back when you got it, you know, like I ain't tripping.
And on top of that, we live together and we work together, bro. Like we were seeing each other. It's just crazy to think like, gosh, we really just don't get tired of each other. It's a blessing to be able to do that, dude.
No,
like,
I get tired. I get tired of this fool once in a while, but I bear with it.
I can see you getting tired of this. This fool used to be wild, dog. In high school, oh my god, dude.
Sometimes
I try to handle. I couldn't even handle.
Are we gonna go there right now?
I don't even think we should, man. This fool was so wild.
man.
He was fucking around with
that's
everybody.
in the six.
Dude.
That's a whole
Stuff.
other podcast.
That's
right there.
Yeah, we'll leave
That's
that
a
for
whole.
different-
That's some underground
later.
podcast.
Hey, yeah, that's gonna be in the archives, man.
Yeah, we'll
For
drop that
sure.
shit. We'll drop that on like a private podcast. Gotta have a password and shit. To check it out.
Yeah. We're gonna make an only
Private link.
OnlyFans.
for 100 podcasts, OnlyFans, man.
Yeah, it's funny. So
Start charging.
OnlyFans, bro. That shit trips me the fuck out, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Hey, and now there's so many women and shit on that shit. Dude.
Yeah,
I feel like every other chick is on OnlyFans.
Yeah, there's fuck.
I'm not on OnlyFans, but I just know, dude. I've seen just like fuck. Even on Instagram, you see like on
You had to
you
put
see.
that out there real quick. I'm not on that, but
Yeah,
you know.
because bro, I'm not gonna pay for that shit, bro.
Fuck
If
no,
you're
don't
gonna look
pay
at
for
some
porn.
pussy, you can look at Pornhub, bro. Like
Yeah,
what the
bro,
fuck?
hop on Red too.
Exactly.
Come on, dog. If you're spending money on that shit, you're tripping out, bro. You're losing your mind.
Bro, but I can't lie, like I am like exactly. I wouldn't go that far to like paying for a girl to like start stripping and just looking at her off my phone. Like I can never do some shit like that.
Fuck
But
yeah,
I
dude.
can't lie, bro. I'm getting tired of my fucking hand. I need to go out. I need a mingle, bro.
Oh, bro.
I need
Hey, bro, hear me out, dog. Okay, hey, I was with this. I've been married, dog.
I'm horny.
I've been
dog.
married, dog. I'm single now, dude, and I'm in quarantine. So I was with the same chick for like 10 years, bro. I don't know no women, and I'm in quarantine, bro.
Dude, it's tough.
I'm not talking to nobody, bro. I don't got.
Man,
I got zero chance.
Check it out. But you got no excuse. This man started a relationship during quarantine,
bro.
Get it? Son.
Yeah, bro. It was a whole month of texting, bro. Let me tell you that. A full month of texting, and then literally probably 3 days after the first month of texting, it was like, all right, you try to talk on the phone. So we talked on the phone.
How'd you meet her?
Bro, we went to the same high school. Like, she was a freshman when I was a senior. And we never knew each other.
She was my class.
She was Eric's class, 2013. And we never knew of each other until just...
I was 14.
Yeah,
you're 14. You're 13.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
like,
yeah, bro, I was like... I saw this girl, you know, like, liking a lot of my photos and watching my Instagram stories. And it's like, man, how do I not know who this girl is? She's from La Quinta, like, this and that. I'm like, I'm gonna have to see what's up. So after I had shot my shot like once, you know, but it was just like something quick on like an Ask F.O.A.F.M. You know how people ask me something, you know? And I did something on there, but that didn't really go anywhere. And then she commented.
I didn't know that.
She commented on a couple of my like memes that I would share. And I'm like, oh, she finds SpongeBob memes funny like I do. So I was like, oh, she's cute, you know? I like that. And then finally, I was like, man, after 3 months of crushing on this girl, I was like, all right, I'm going to have to send like a direct comment or a message. And she liked one of my comments that I put on her photo, and she put a heart in to reply to it. And then I slid in the messages.
Yeah.
Shot. And then I started sweet talking to her, bro. I thought I had taken 3 years out the game, Troy. Single. Just not even talking to girls, just to myself.
Was that good for you?
Yes, you need to build yourself, and you need to learn to love yourself before you want to love someone else.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Above all,
I think you're right. I think you're 100% right.
You know, and if it takes you a couple months to get yourself back, then so be it. But don't mind waiting those couple years, man, to really find the true one. And now it's been great. Text message turned into a phone call. Phone call.
See, I like that.
FaceTime.
I like that, bro. If it feels like she was like you had to work for it. You
yes,
know, it wasn't
bro, it was
like
a challenge.
That's good. That's what you want. You don't want to be
that's
like
the
hit her
OG
up.
How it should be.
Yeah, exactly. You don't hit her up and be like, hey, are we fucking? You know, like
yeah.
Bitch, no, I don't want to like. No. I want to. If I'm into you, I'm into you. I want to like work on it. I want to build something. I don't want to like.
Bro, I wanted to build.
That's good.
And that's what it's about, building, bro. Like you got to build it from the bottom up. And I got to know her personality before I knew the outside of her. You know, like
yeah, exactly.
I knew her inside before the outside, and that's how it should be, bro. Like I have so much respect for her, and everything's going so well right now. I really am thankful for everything that's been happening.
That's crazy during quarantine. Shout out, dude. Quarantine, a blessing for both you guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, let's wrap this shit up. Let's talk on your song one more time, bro. Shout out your Instagram and shit one more time, and then you shout out your Instagram and let's get it moving.
Flowers on a full moon, like I said, Apple, Spotify, SoundCloud. YouTube's got a dope visualizer. Recommend you go check that shit out. At Ninz Beatz, everything, Instagram, Twitter, whatever.
What's up, dog? You don't even know your shit or what?
I do know my shit, but
you don't want to give that. Don't give it out.
Really
you don't have to. Hey, you got his lady, dog. He's
that's
fucking
it.
loyal. Hey.
That's what it is.
Hey, loyalty.
100 podcast, baby. Let's get it.
Podcast.
What's good?
Good shit.
Done.